Hello everyone and welcome to Lost in the Reel. Today we'll be going over Apple TV Plus's new series Severance, which contains 6 episodes directed by Ben Stiller. The comedian shocked and surprised the community when he directed, to great effect, the limited crime series Escape at Dannemora in 2018. Does he continue to show off his range with this workplace thriller? And even so, is it worth your time? Let's talk about it. Severance is created by Dan Erickson and directed by Ben Stiller and Effie McCardle. It stars Adam Scott, John Torturro, Britt Lauer, Zach Cherry, Tramell Tillman, Jen Tulik, Christopher Walken, and Patricia Arquette. Mark Scout leads a team at Lumen Industries whose employees have undergone a severance procedure which surgically divides their memories between their work and personal lives. The daily grind is going uninterrupted and as planned until an ex-employee seeks out Mark and claims he is best friends with him on the job. Due to the severance of work and real life, Mark has no idea if he can trust this man. But if his accusations of Lumen Industries are true, Mark knows he will have to take them down from the inside. It is always so exciting to see a new film or television show that is full of fresh, innovative, and original ideas. Entertainment that stretches the limits of what audiences are accustomed to and swings for the fences in all facets of its production. And I am pleased to report that Apple TV Plus's Severance checks off all of those boxes. Back in the day, this series would have never seen the light of day due to studios being apprehensive to gamble on anything as out there and intellectual as this. But luckily in this television landscape we're in now, Severance is able to flourish by being unapologetically true to itself. With Stiller's involvement, many people might be expecting his comedy roots to shine through, and while there certainly is some well-placed, razor-sharp humor sprinkled into Severance, this is 100% a psychological thriller. To give you a little idea about what this series is like, think if Stanley Kubrick and Spike Jonze had a baby with a surrogate mother who was the Twilight Zone. It's strange, cerebral, a bit confounding, and entrenched in an alternate reality that mirrors our own in terrifying ways. If there was any a time that Severance would be most relevant, it is now. In the pandemic era, where we are seeing a drastic change in the way we view work and how it is defined. Whereas before we let our jobs characterize who we were as people, we are now setting boundaries, creating that work-life balance, and setting the tone of how we expect to be treated. This dramatic shift has brought on what some are calling the Great Resignation, where society is saying enough is enough. We are quitting our jobs at such a rapid pace that employers are now at the employees' bidding and not the other way around as it has always been. All of these timely themes are brought to life in this series in such stimulating and provocative ways. You will not be able to help yourself but to constantly ponder during the show's runtime if you would be willing to sever your mind. Whether it be to block out harmful memories for 8 hours a day, or to not have to bring work home with you. Weighing the pros and cons of this whole premise is just one of the psychological bouts that Severance has in store for you. As for the cast, Stiller and showrunner Erickson could not have assembled a more game team than this. The always dependable everyman Adam Scott was tailor-made for this role, with his understated and acerbic wit shining through. He's also able to show off his strong dramatic chops in the real world, playing a man grappling with grief and trying to hold his life from shattering into pieces. Patricia Arquette also seems perfectly fit for her sinister role, as if it was written specifically for her. The Oscar-winning actress's quiet and reserved air makes for quite the discomforting villain, while her sporadic outbursts really allow Arquette to have some unhinged fun with the role. The rest of the cast is also superb, with not a single weak link in the bunch. Zach Cherry provides outrageous comedic relief, while Tremel Tillman proves to be even more terrifying than Arquette. And Torturro and Walken provide much-needed heart and humanity within their friendship. I would have only liked to have spent more time with them. Unfortunately, in episode 4 and 5, Severance severely lags. Not enough of the mystery is clear yet, and the momentum built up at the start seems to completely stall. The whole show is built upon the idea of how important the work-life balance is, and it's as if Severance doesn't listen to its own message because far too much time is spent within the confines of the office and so little is spent in the outside world. The stark Lumen office, with its white walls and blaring incandescent lights, inhabited by the robotic-like, mind-wiped employees who are basically empty shells of themselves. It's all perfectly manufactured by the showrunners to create a feeling of coldness, desperation, and claustrophobia. So even though this is exactly what was intended, as a viewer, spending too much time in these scenes without that balance with the real world is almost an unpleasant experience. Luckily, by episode 6, Severance finds the much-needed stability between the two, and it's riveting entertainment from then on out. I must say that the overall mystery of this series might take a while for viewers to really get into, which is a worry for me as Severance will be premiering its episodes on a weekly basis, and I hope audiences have the patience for its methodical approach. In my opinion, the show does drop enough breadcrumbs throughout the season to keep you invested enough to uncover what is really going on. And it all leads to one of the most brilliant edge-of-your-seat finales I have seen in years. The ending is firing on all cylinders, so full of shocking revelations and twists that it kept my head spinning. It also succeeds in opening up this world to a plethora of new and exciting places to go, while answering just enough questions to satisfy your hunger for answers. I was left breathless by the finale of Severance, and I just hope and pray that Apple TV Plus allows us to continue this absolutely mental journey with a second season. So I will be giving Severance 4.5 Chinese finger traps out of 5. If you are prepared for some weighty exposition and a slow burn approach, Apple TV Plus's new cerebral psychological thriller will reward you for your patience. Severance is a timely, mind-bending, and truly original mystery that will leave you yearning for more. Thank you so much for watching Lost in the Reel. I would love to hear your thoughts on Severance. Are you excited for this new series? Have the first couple of episodes kept you engaged enough to keep watching? Sound off in the comment section down below. And until next time, my friends, take care.